Hi, and welcome back to We Recap. Today, I'll be walking you through an Argentine crime thriller titled The Heist of the Century. Fernando Araujo leads a modest life as a judo instructor and part-time artist. Yet, despite this, he feels unfulfilled, as though he hasn't truly found his purpose. One stormy night, while walking home, he stops for a smoke in the rain. When he tosses away his cigarette, it floats down a drain near the bank of Rio. Intrigued, he follows it into the sewer, and in that moment, an audacious idea strikes him. The next day, Fernando meets his friend Sebastian, a civil engineer, and pitches the idea of robbing the bank. Sebastian, who's in a financial bind, shows interest but notes that it would take vehicles, equipment, and plenty of funding. Determined, Fernando seeks a backer and reaches out to another friend, Dibaza. Sadly, Dibaza is also broke, but he points Fernando towards someone who might help, his thief friend, Mario. We're then introduced to Mario, who expertly breaks into an office at night and robs a safe with surgical precision. His calm demeanor suggests that such petty thefts are routine for him. Later, Fernando meets Mario at a cafe and lays out his ambitious plan. Mario is initially unimpressed, but Fernando persuades him by saying the job could be his last, big enough to retire from crime forever. Fernando then drives him to the bank and drops a measuring tape down a nearby manhole. Together, they descend into the sewer and trace the tape to its end. After running the numbers, Fernando declares that they're just 18 meters away from becoming millionaires. Soon after, Fernando, Mario, and Dibaza meet again to refine their scheme. They plan to dig a tunnel to the vault, but every room in the bank is rigged with motion detectors. Fernando clarifies that these sensors detect heat variation, not movement. He's created a bodysuit from a sleeping bag material that can conceal body temperature. However, the major hurdle now is cracking open the vault. To gather more intel, Fernando takes photos of the bank's rear parking area, then enters with Sebastian pretending to open a new account while Fernando snaps pictures inside. Security becomes suspicious and detains Fernando in the basement, but this was all part of his strategy. While being questioned, he studies the vault area up close. Though his camera is inspected, security finds nothing incriminating. It's revealed later that Fernando had slyly hidden the memory card. Using their memories and the photos, Fernando and Sebastian sketch a floor plan. Fernando decides they'll dig from a small maintenance room. To measure the distance between the bank and the manhole, they use a bicycle to count tire rotations. The following day, Fernando calculates the dig angle using geometry. Conveniently, the vault contents are insured, so any losses won't affect individual victims, just the bank. That night, the crew enters the sewer and starts digging. They soon recruit another man, Alberto, to handle the getaway vehicle. However, the issue of opening 400 deposit boxes remains. A blowtorch is too slow, it would take over 7 hours. Fernando proposes renting a locker at another branch to study its mechanism. Mario follows through the next day and observes how the lock operates. Later, Mario and his sidekick steal a getaway van and head to Alberto's place. When police approach, the men panic, but Alberto and his wife arrive just in time to vouch for them, avoiding suspicion. Back in the sewer, the crew faces a setback. Their drill breaks mid-operation. While Fernando casually offers to replace it, Mario is livid, frustrated by his mounting investment. That evening, Fernando visits his girlfriend. As they gaze at the stars, they talk about how starlight is a glimpse into the past. This sparks an epiphany for Fernando, who rushes to Mario's place. He explains that while the bank has protocols for daytime robbery and tunnel breaches separately, it doesn't account for both happening simultaneously. His new plan: break in during banking hours when the vault is already open. It will look like a basic stick-up, and the police won't suspect an underground escape. Mario is thrilled by the bold strategy. Then comes the big day. Everyone coats their fingertips with glue to avoid leaving prints. Sebastian heads into the sewer, while the others enter the bank in disguise before donning masks. Mario and Dibaza move upstairs, while Fernando and Alberto control the ground floor. Weapons drawn, they force everyone to the ground. A guard watches from the CCTV room and quickly calls the police, unaware that Fernando is eavesdropping via walkie-talkie. Mario demands cash from the teller, and Alberto locks the parking lot gates. When police arrive, Fernando grabs a hostage and makes a dramatic threat to delay their advance. Inside, Fernando signals that Phase 1 is complete. Mario then grabs a woman and storms the CCTV room, disarms the guard, and disables the cameras. In the small back room, Fernando shifts a cabinet aside, and Sebastian breaks through the tunnel wall. Together, they retrieve tools and begin cracking the vault using a device Sebastian had engineered, a powerful tool that opens each locker in 7 seconds. Everyone synchronizes their watches, and the locker raid begins. Outside, media, police, and concerned families gather. From a police perspective, this appears to be a standard robbery. Inside, the situation intensifies as police climb the roof. The captain calls Mario using the guard's confiscated phone. A flashback reveals that Fernando had trained Mario in negotiation tactics. Mario demands all officers be removed from the rooftop or he'll kill hostages. The captain agrees but secretly positions snipers nearby. When asked for his demands, Mario insists on speaking to the district attorney. The captain buys time and promises to arrange it. Meanwhile, the team has opened numerous lockers, collecting gold, cash, and jewels. The police debate how to approach the building, unaware that the real exit is underground. As negotiations continue, an elderly hostage's phone rings. It's her birthday. Mario surprisingly wishes her well, and Debaza gifts her a piece of chocolate. Even the snipers report the strange celebration to the captain. Mario lets the woman go, claiming it's her birthday gift. Then, leaning on the window, he tells the captain he'll only surrender if promised a lenient sentence. The captain withholds fire, unsure if this is genuine or a trap. The DA finally arrives, but Mario insults him and demands to speak to his lawyer. When asked for the number, Mario hands over a hostage's contact. He then pretends to be the lawyer using a disguised voice, buying the group more time. Mario corrals the hostages to the upper floor while the rest begin moving the loot through the tunnel. Soon after, Mario turns off his phone. This causes the captain to become suspicious. He inspects the area and spots the manhole, finally realizing there may be a secondary escape route. Back inside, Fernando and Sebastian finish loading the last of the valuables and leave all their weapons behind. A flashback reveals the guns were plastic toys all along. Fernando wanted to ensure no one got hurt. Mario joins them in the back room as the hostages begin frantically calling loved ones. Police storm the front while another squad enters the sewer. Fernando, Mario, and the team clean up all traces of their escape and hop on the boats. A flashback shows Fernando's foresight. He'd constructed a small dam to raise the water level, allowing their boat to sail in the opposite direction from the cops. The captain reaches the tunnel's end, only to find a fake bomb and phony weapons. The realization hits, the thieves are long gone. The crew flees in their getaway vehicle, destroying all evidence. At Alberto's house, they split the take equally and part ways. Months pass, and they're living large. But their luck runs out when Alberto's wife discovers he's cheating. Furious, she rats him out to the police, and one by one, the team is apprehended. 7 months later, Fernando is released and picked up by Mario in a luxury car. A final flashback reveals that Fernando had planned for this outcome too, using toy weapons to ensure minimal charges. And since the bank kept no official records of the contents inside the lockers, the crew got to keep most of the loot. Authorities estimated around $25 million in stolen assets, yet only recovered $1.17 million and 8 kilograms of jewelry. With no concrete proof, the group essentially walked away with a slap on the wrist.